Good evening, class. My name is Bridget Morris, and today I will be going over coronavirus, healthcare workers, and stress. Healthcare workers have suffered a lot of stress during the coronavirus season. The reason being is that we had to deal with media overload, fear. There were times when we were afraid to go home. There was a loss of income because people were being sent home because of loss of patients. The type of services that we were performing in the hospitals were bringing in more corona patients than it was any other type of service, and that created the loss of income. That created co-workers being furloughed or the staff that remained being sent home. At the same time, the ones who stayed were exhausted, overworked, because the caseload did not change, just the type of services changed. We didn't know whether we were spreading coronavirus, whether we had come in contact with coronavirus, what effect it would have on our bodies, what effect it would have in our homes, with our children, with our loved ones. We were under attack. Healthcare and all generally was under attack. Coronavirus hit us. It was a new disease. It was unknown. The transmission rate was phenomenal at the time, and no one knew what to expect. The stories changed, the truths changed. It was all distorted information. We were unclear about the facts. We watched the world stand still, and yet we kept working from our heart to care for people as we do. We came into a point in the beginning that there was a shortage of PPE, personal protective equipment. The thing that we thought would protect us the most was all of a sudden now at a standstill as well. We were scared. We didn't know what to expect. From the beginning, we were told to wear N95 masks. As those began to run out, we were told to wear them over and over again. Then we were told that they were not necessary, that we only needed to wear surgical masks. The next slide I show you pictures of masks. There are surgical masks, an N95 mask, and a respirator mask. During time, we learned that because of aerosoling procedures creating a spread as well as droplet, we learned that we also need to wear not only a mask, but we need to wear eye protection. So face shields and goggles were mandated. We were wearing gowns, booties, N95s, goggles, gloves, hairnets, anything to keep ourselves and our bodies protected. Healthcare workers would come to work and take showers before they left work. Some were sleeping in their cars. Some were sleeping in hotels, just afraid to go home. There was so many unknowns, and people just didn't know what to do. Over time, knowledge became our power. Scientists learned that the primary spread of coronavirus was through droplet precautions. This is why social distancing became a part of everyday living. It is our best bet to stay at least 6 feet away from anyone. We should always wear a mask. We should always protect ourselves, because we cannot be in close distance or large gatherings with anyone, because there are so many people who may be asymptomatic and not even know that they are spreading coronavirus. Things that affect our mental health were all the things I mentioned above, things that will alleviate some of the mental strains that we as healthcare workers will have to face. We have to stay informed. We have to know that knowledge is power. We have to create routines for ourselves. We have to stay in contact with our loved ones, people that we care about deeply and we're worried about. Pick up the phone, give them a call. There are so many social media outlets that we can also implement, such as Zoom or Google Meets. Reach out, take a look at them, make sure everyone is okay. Ease our minds, ease our hearts. Form peer groups. Talk to your coworkers about the stress that they're facing. Watching people suffer and watching people die has overwhelmed our community. But we can get through this if we reinforce guidelines. The guidelines issued by the CDC. We have to remain to not come in close contact with large groups. Remain social distancing, staying at least 6 feet away from people. Wear masks that are tightly covering your nose and mouth. Remember, we can get through this. It's all a matter of maintaining our personal self-care. Good night. Thank you.